Well, guys, uh, I'm done. I'm done making these types of videos. I don't know what to say, but I'm clearly done. Um, I have reworked with phases recently, and it started to become a hassle. But like all things started out, there needs to be an end, which I will say though, for a lot of reasons. For part, yes, movie is gonna come out next year, May 2024. Now, granted though, by these types of times, for the next few months, I will be making a couple trailers for you guys in order to keep you guys thinking of these videos. You know what I mean? And for starters, the Mega Man movie is almost done. Um, I got a few more tactics to do, so that's good, I guess. It will take a while to import it into a full length movie, which takes a long time, which that's true. But the reason why I'm not making these types of, sit down videos anymore is because of a lack of creativity and a lack of, like, explaining things because you already read the title sequence. So, by all means necessary, I will stop making these types of videos and will only upload trailer videos and SML videos and also SML series videos from now on. Because again, this is called the SMLCU, Super Mario Logan Cinematic Universe, after all. And the way I'm planning to end it will be harsh, but I'm not going to tell you the full ending because I don't want anyone to be spoiled. And I know for a lot of people that do hate my blue and green screen effects, thank you guys for telling me that in the comments. I will say though that I will be improving my green screen and my blue screen effects from now on. I will try to improve them as best as possible. It's not going to be like these types of things. Yeah, but I will say though, um, you're not going to see like the same location as you see every once in a while. You're not going to see the same house for a lot of times for the next couple years. It's going to be about, some locations that actually do work. And then there are some locations that shouldn't work but need to work anyway because again, there's a reason why they should be there. And furthermore, um like what SML did before, they always have like these other filming locations at times. And I know back at the old house, they only had like one, and that was pretty much it. But they sometimes would use green screen or blue screen sometimes, but that's not the point. My point is that I'm sick and tired of filming in this house, and I want to do more scenes, you know, around the community, around some neighborhoods and stuff. And I would do that, but I don't have a goddamn vehicle. And that's a problem. And I can't automatically, go to these places without, my parents' permission. So, like all means necessary, it's going to be hard to automatically get a vehicle due to car insurance. And since, some cars are expensive nowadays, I will say though that I will not be getting a vehicle anytime soon. But by the end of 2026, I will be getting a car and I will be making money in other ways than what you may think. So let me explain. So by the end of 2026, I will be getting a personal job at a local fast food restaurant. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want anyone to be spoiled here, where I do make some money and I also, also get a vehicle as well. Also get a vehicle as well, you know, do some licensing and stuff with the LLC. So not only will I have my LLC, license, but I also will be hired as a part of the fast food restaurant instead. So that way I could easily make money easily pay, you know, my loans, my debts, and my workers as well in the LLC, but also be working with a lot of locations, which meaning that for the type of stuff that I do, the type of stuff that I'm working on, I'm not good with animation. I never had experience with it. And if you have experience with animation, good for you. But I'm not saying I should, hire you for a lot of reasons, because again, I am the boss of my own company, which will be called Super Malice Jaguar. Yes, by the end of some movies you might see from me, I will be upgrading my YouTube channel to not only SMJ Network, but from now on, Super Malice Jaguar, as the malice part is supposed to be a lot of things that are potentially malice, and the Jaguar, there's going to be like, not a lot of references to Jaguars and stuff, but there are going to be references to some things. I also will not be using the camera that I use anymore, that camera. So instead, I will be using a full on film studio Sony camera instead with my crew. And even though I'm not a good cameraman at times, I will only be hiring two cameramen and two female actors instead. Now, it may not be permissionable and it may be a little bit scrawny at times, but I guarantee you that with the payment that is going to be happening, I'll only pay these actors and cameramen about 20 to $25 an hour. It's not going to be like $1,000 or $1,000,000. This is what I'm thinking of, because again, I'm only getting some people that have experience with acting or have experience with camera work and all this kind of stuff. And I'm not making any of these videos anymore. So I'm only making like, videos about trailers or videos about, SML series or SML movies, whichever you prefer you to do enjoy. So you're not going to see me do these sit down videos anymore, which is kind of disappointing. And the room will be changed. So once the attic is done, I will be moving, some of this stuff here in the attic. And once I am done with high school, move to PA, buy a farm there, a barn house, I guess, and completely make a film studio there in my vision as how I enjoy it. Now, granted, though, my parents want me to work as, a farmer and stuff, but I completely refused. So we decided on an agreement. I will be working partially on the farm while they will be working with, script writing and, writing in general and all that kind of stuff. But I will be getting some big name YouTubers to write these types of scripts, and that's pretty much it. I will be the director of all these movies, but the writers will be different. So you may see some writers from like, big YouTubers from the edgy era, like, iDubbbz or Filthy Frank, or maybe you've seen ones recently like Dan to the M, Markiplier, Big Jugger Nuggets, and all that kind of stuff. So will get to see some sort of like writers from that era. And not only that, but I only planned out phases 1 to 4, but for phases 1 to 3, we are doing, well, not we, because, I'm one guy here. We are doing the Seven Stages saga. Okay. Originally, I was going to have it to be about, the Dark Twist saga, but again, that really doesn't fit too far. So I decided to call it, the Seven Stages saga, and the main villain for the entire saga will be Ganondorf Dragmire, and it will be personal. It will be very personal to a lot of people, and I will respect that opportunity for some things. So not only will I have two jobs, one for filming and one for a fast food restaurant, but I will also be able to do a lot of filming locations since, you know, I want this fast food restaurant just to be a part-time job where I would, work on, the weekends at like probably like, early in the morning, I guess, because I just want this to be a part-time job. And also for my filming studio, it will also be partially a full-time job working from Monday through Friday, which, yes, it is a struggle, but you gotta make the content in some way. You gotta make sure to understand these types of things. Okay. I'm not like SML and never will be like SML. I'm only trying to make SML perfect again, just as the way it used to be. Now, granted, though, you might be wondering, why are you doing all this? Why are you just trying to use SML as a type of thing? Why can't you just be a film director for just these types of things in general? Well, it's just because that Hollywood has been angry recently, and sometimes YouTube can be upset at some, content creators for showing, a lot of inappropriate stuff. So there's a reason why I'm doing this. And by the way, I'm only making this entire channel PG-13 to TV-14 instead, because I don't want any plague, I don't want any controversy tied up to me, and I don't want any, bad mouth against me. So, by all means necessary, I will be working in 2026, by the end of 2026. So, you will see me do all this type of stuff. With all that being said, I am finally done making this video, but this is only my last sit down video, okay? Because on October 31st, Halloween, I will be making this type of video. Now, granted, though, I'm not telling you the entire thing because this is the new suit, and as far as I know, the completed new suit is complete. You will see it on October 1st next week, and I guarantee you all this is going to be fantastic. You guys are going to love this one. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. I'm Super Mario Jonathan, and I'm off.